What's good, YouTube? Cameron Dundas from Team Party Starters. So my deck, my evilswarm deck, which if you haven't seen, please check it out. It's a little bit different. I have some techs that I think are great and they've helped me out in my different duels, but this is to explain the rabbit theory, in my opinion. That I feel that rabbit is not that great at this format. When you can only run one of a card and have to run three cards with it, I don't think it's worth it. What rabbit does is it causes me to run three vanillas. These three cards can be replaced by effect monsters or just standard traps that I could be using instead rather than just drawing this. So with only one rabbit, chances are I'm going to draw one to two of these before I even get this in hand. It's not like I can't really search these except with the trap, but I can also replace them with a trap. So you might be saying, oh, why don't you just run them and maybe run one or more of the trap, maybe two run two of the trap? Well, I feel I don't need that. Because I do main one of the trap, but infestation infection you only use infestation infection can only be used once per turn, and I'd rather use it for my Kirkion or caster or something better than just this card, because this already wastes one of my normal summons, and I don't need to waste a normal summon. I don't think it's worth it. So what I did instead was I replaced one of the heliotropes with a Mandragora, and the other two with Deity Warriors, and the rabbit with BLS. Alright, so now I have three light targets here, two more, and then when I know I have BLS in hand, I normally go for Utopia, if it's a good idea. So I have five light targets. I can bring this out in one turn a lot, and I can use its effect, and then when it goes to grave, bring out BLS. So this is pretty easy to get. Then these two, I can sync with these, or I can really do anything really. I can negate the effect, but they'll always get engraved pretty soon after they get in my hand. Now these, alright, you might be saying their effect banishes, it's much better than the engrave, but would you rather have that or a Blackluster Soldier? I mean, there's gonna be turns when I will set it and I will banish and use their effect, but sometimes if I don't need to or I don't want to, like let's say it's just a random like I don't know, it wouldn't benefit me any other really like wouldn't benefit me a lot if I didn't banish. Like there'd be no benefit. Like banishing like Heliotrope or a card like that. There's no point to it. So I can just then put this to grave, banish this in like a dark target like Mandragora, and switch on the BLS. So with so many light targets, it's really easy to get out BLS pretty quickly once you get it in hand. Even first turn, it's quite easy to get it out because then you just go for normally him or even now you can go for the oath and just sit on it. But I feel like it's just much more consistent than the Rabbit engine because the Rabbit engine you don't know what you're gonna get. Like when you bring out your Ophion, you don't want to be forced to search your let me get this together a little bit. You don't want to be forced to search out your trap card because the problem with the trap card is it's not great in all situations because they can still torrential you. And if you don't have this card in hand, it's much better to bring out this card because it defends you a turn. And I run three of them because I think it's. I kind of explained that a little bit in my video, but if there's any problems with running different cards like Chaos, like those three cards, I just side them out and for the Gozens and side out one more card depending on the deck. And other cards that I run instead of the Heliotropes that on top of other cards is the Big Bird. He's a flip effect guy that returns. He's basically a flip compulse, and I think he's really great this format, especially with all the cards. All right, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. All right, see you guys.